And we are ready, everybody. Game number 1 in this best of 3. 2 maps to, well, not really glory, but at least safety in the EPT points, or catching up, I guess. In the upper right, many call him the best human in the world, but maybe this tournament, Sock is carrying the flag for the Alliance. There's still hope, though, for Chaemiko. Bottom left-hand side. He needs no introduction anymore after this July's grand final victory at WGL Summer. The NetEase champion, Colorful. Okay, Remo, your boy Colorful. Can he make it to the playoffs once again? He was in the finals in summer, also against Moon. There, he lost eventually. But man, he's looking usually red hot when his opponent is not Moon or Lin. Sometimes even then. It's up to Chaemiko to create some new tasks and come up with tricks.
Under attack.
Yeah, and they know each other pretty well. They played just last Monday in the ES Open Cup. That was a best of 5, going to Colorful with 3-1, and fairly convincingly. It wasn't a close series. Just a few mistakes here and there by Chaemiko. I feel like especially the early game by Chaemiko has looked a bit rough lately. If he's got it clean early and he can move into the mid game without having suffered too much damage, normally things are going to look a lot better, but we saw that against Sini as well, that once a few things go wrong, once like 4 peasants go down, things can get quite painful. And especially if we're going to be seeing the fast expansion. And Chaemiko normally always fast expands. I would be very surprised if there's going to be a one-base play happening even a single time.
Oh yeah, for sure. Archmage with the circlet. That's a nice one. The new style of creeping night elves here on this map. 2 camps at the same time. Take a little bit more damage here and there, but it's mostly on buildings that can eat trees, regenerate for free. On treants that will expire. And now we got both spells unlocked with some moving across to detonate against the Archmage and the Water Elementals. Chaemiko, 4 farms, tower coming up as well. Clearly an expansion at this point. But Colorful knows this, scouts this, and is ready to pounce.
Great scouting also by Chaemiko. He sees where the Keeper is. Taking out these Wisps is a big deal. He's trying to force as much mana out of the Keeper as he can right now before the harass really starts. Chaemiko has started delaying his expansion more and more. Wait into nighttime, get the dust, get a lot of footies and militia, and then go over. Also, early tower. We saw that before against Sini, right? How the Keeper goes into the main, summons the treants there, and then it's going to be a havoc. So Chaemiko is playing this really safe, really slow, which is, of course, going to be a slower expansion play. So with this delay, this expansion has to come up the first time around.
Yeah.
He cannot be forced to send back these militia.
Absolutely. With not too much damage as well. Here they come. The big police train. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 militia. That's a lot.
So the Wisp comes in for the Deado.
Not getting it. There we go. Oh, he's waiting for the next Water Elemental. So that's at 50% only. Big last hits here on the Overseer. Needs to get it. Got it. Level 3 now. Item on the ground. Pendant of Energy. Also nice. Tome of Intelligence. Also nice. Treants and Archers and Keepers still causing some trouble. 2 units safe to the side. 3 very hurt. And the only thing that dies is Water Elementals?
1 peasant went down. A few more kills are definitely up for grabs. Good deny right there. Maybe another one. Chaemiko was lacking in these denies a bit before. He tried with a footy, didn't quite get it. Alright, some peasants went down, but 5 peasants survived. This seems playable. The Water Elemental is very strong right now, and the AM has the dust. Very important against these archers, but more and more treants are coming in as well. Surround on the Keeper in the back.
Wow, got an Archer as well. This is a TP right away. Can he get the... Oh, Chaemiko saves this.
Oh!
Yeah, no! Oh, that was such a swag move, but then he sends him into the demise. Okay, it's still 4 peasants, which is not the perfect amount, but it's okay. Definitely, as you said, playable. Colorful on the way to tier 2. I see the Huntress Hall here, so going into Lores pretty much right away after this. Even Huntress coming in, and the Huntress was the reason why this 5th peasant fell.
Yeah, so big commitment to the early game, right? With those Huntresses trying to do damage. These hunts are not gonna scale into the mid game. Once we have casters, once we have rifles, these hunts are gonna be terrible. But of course, Huntress production will stop. And the Keeper did get level 3. And that means Footman now gonna have a tough time. Archmage starting to chase him right away. Boots might not be the worst idea, but gold low right now with that power build coming up, of course. Consideration here perhaps to go Treants level 2. Oh, it is Treants level 2.
Whoa.
Alright, committing to the peasant kills, but that means dealing with the footies is going to be a lot harder. A ton harder.
Yeah, this is interesting. This is more commitment to buildings, towers, peasants, not to footmen, and
And he's getting no kills. No peasant dies here.
I gotta say, man, Chaemiko's micro stepped up so much compared to yesterday.
Panda second coming in, trying to summon treats into the main. There is an arcane tower already. Oh, but the peasant count in the main is super low, so can't call much militia.
He did start the tech already. Staff comes in on the Archmage. That will help. He has a Water Elemental. No way he's stuck there. Oh, the Chaemiko CH Classic! No!
It's
fighting out already.
Okay. It looked a bit stressful. But Water Elemental really strong right now. And the footies can be brought in. That's the thing. There's no level 2 entangle. So these footmen can do something.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe get another surround here. Oh, not willing to commit thanks to that AoE. Wants to clean up the treants first, which is always a little more experience. And this Archmage, it's not the crazy last refuge levels of first hero experience, but kind of close, man. He's approaching level 4.
Yeah, getting level 4 fast is a great feel-good level to have for the casters later and the second hero. And this is a huge experience lead over the Keeper. Not usually what we see. Normally Keeper gets 3, and then more and more footies keep dying, and he keeps on progressing further. This Treants level 2 pick, I think a bit questionable, but we'll see. He definitely needs to find more damage with it. If he can, then maybe it's justified, but so far, absolutely stellar defensive play by Chaemiko.
Yeah, this is like a different player compared to yesterday. I don't know if he had a good night's sleep or just a great breakfast or whatever, but Chaemiko, finally the monster that we're used to see
A player's forces are under attack.
when his name is on the overlay. But I mean, it didn't weather the storm yet. There's bears coming. Dryads cute, Abolish cute. Wait, is that working out? He got the Abolish and the Adept behind the Abolish and the Dryad. That takes some time to get upgrades.
Yeah, this is going to take forever until we finally have a couple of bears. Like a bear, one base push can be scary. If you have at least 3 bears, more like 4. Oh, look at that staff play coming in for the Huntress kill. Almost level 4 now. And the thing is also the AM, against level 1 Entangle, he doesn't have to be afraid of anything.
Nope. Would love to see a deny here, but that doesn't prevent level 4. Colorful is losing more units. We pointed it out. Yeah, Hunts give a little bit of map control, but they're so squishy, and level 2 Water Elementals tear them apart, towers tear them apart, but he's losing or trading a couple of footmen away here, feeding the Panda, but I think that's no problem. He's nowhere near the necessary level 3.
Ancient of War is also going to go down, making creeping this a bit harder. With Treants, should be doable, but man, what amazing play by Chaemiko. Colorful isn't playing it bad. I think just the skill choice here was the wrong one, but Chaemiko with that little bit of room here to breathe, playing absolutely phenomenal. Blood Mage now coming out, Double Sanctum on the way. I think Chaemiko might be a bit stubborn with still only ever playing Blood Mage second, but in this game he is playing so fantastic. He's got a huge lead.
Okay. Adept upgrade only now. Tier 3 is already finished. Usually, you want to finish that Tree of Eternity, then queue Master Bears immediately. Colorful went relatively heavy on Dryads this game. Not skipping them, not only going for 1 for the Dispel. Kind of reliant on them for now. Oh, look at this. 2 Ivory Towers in the Blood Mage inventory.
A player's forces are under attack.
And the Archmage getting caught by the Dryads, but seems to be doing fine enough. We're gonna have a push here soon, it seems. Workshop coming, long rifle upgrade, more casters. Still a lot of gold here on Chaemiko. Picking up the level 2 on the Blood Mage.
Level 2 indeed. Panda close to 3. This is still not scary, especially since the damage isn't too high. Mana's gonna be low against the Siphon. And the body block, don't does it work? 7-second safety about to be over. Slow kicks in. Uh-oh, entangle. There's no... Oh, there was space for that town portal. That's, of course, 350 gold and the invul potion committed.
Yeah, but importantly, he keeps the 2 heal scrolls. Didn't feel panicky enough to use that one, and that might be the most valuable item here against the Panda, who's the biggest threat for the Night Elf. This footy scout in the south, by the way, has been doing such a great job, has always been checking what's going on. And Chaemiko knows there's no counter expansion, so he just needs to make sure that he's not gonna fall to a push anytime soon.
I agree. Sorcerers are coming in. Slow is amazing. I mean, Colorful has an orb. That's nice. But no TP anymore. He lost that early, and now the slow trap might be kicking in. It's Chaemiko's damage enough already. There's no mortar. Not too many rifles.
The Colorful isn't ready though. Drunken Haze by the Fire connects, but there was no big follow-up. Oh, nice Flame Strike. Doing good damage to the bears, a bit to the treants as well. More and more treants being summoned in. We don't have a depth training yet. Sometimes being skipped nowadays, it seems. But the treants being gotten rid of anyways. Musha Call here is very nice. The bears are doing a decent job, but it's time to drop low.
So the Dryad, the Colorful's micro is getting better. The Panda is... apparently the carry he needs to be, or appears like that for now. Last hits by Keeper coming in as well. He gathered some good experience here, but it's still a 2-base, 1-base situation, and Chaemiko was already muscling up for that push. Colorful delayed it a little bit, hurt a couple of units, killed a couple of units, but the human train is still in full force.
Yeah, I don't think even he has to push towards the base or something. He could also just creep the middle and expand if he wants to. Seems like Chaemiko has a lot of things going for him, but he's still not super rich. He still doesn't have that super big army. 64 supply only. If he gets to 80, he's going to be very strong, but we're still a little ways off from that. But the Blood Mage should be getting level 3 here if he gets the solo experience.
Exactly, and it's kind of funny that it's a 20 supply lead for Chaemiko at the moment. You say 66 supply only, but yeah, absolutely right. You need a big critical mass, you need the best army composition possible, and that is only really online at 70 supply and counting. Panda level 4, Cloak of Flames, not the greatest, I guess. You don't want to get burned by breakers too hard. Chaemiko finds the creep, second order.
That bear might be going down. No, just at the edge there, getting staffed out. Taking a lot of damage here is the Night Elf, but he got most of the experience. Cloak of Flames, yeah. Unlikely that the Panda's going to be able to stand in the middle of everything, as the breakers will be blocking him in the front.
Wow.
Oh, stealing the rejuve. Uh-oh. No healing for the Keeper.
Colorful has 7 units on the map that are not here for this defense. They're trying to get back now, but this is free reign for Chaemiko over this base. Kills the Moonwell, keeps Colorful stuck at 60, while he's able to get up to 80, I guess?
Level 1 Siphon, level 2 Flame Strike, trying to line it up perfectly. Anti-magic against the Siphon, first combo does connect well. AM in the front taking quite a bit of damage. Soon it's going to be time for the heal scroll. We have a Mountain Giant making it in. Rare to see those nowadays. Trying to dodge Flame Strike as best as possible, but the Bears took quite a bit of damage over here. Siphon again against the Panda. He's out of mana now, and this Blood Mage can spam so many Flame Strikes.
The Panda has no potion at all. He continues to siphon this. Blood Mage almost more mana than he can hold. Panda out of that fight can go to the Moonwell. That will help a little bit. Footmen are falling for Chaemiko. That's kind of nice. Peasants surround on a Mountain Giant. These poor guys. This fight is going better than expected for Colorful, but I guess in the end it's still Chaemiko taking over. 5 more mana than even the mana pool allows for the Blood Mage now.
Hell yeah, overclocking, why not? Running everything that he can. Problem is when the bears are out, the damage is just too low. It's all down to the Panda now, and he's out of mana. Oh, that Flame Strike doing a healthy bit of friendly fire there. Also, almost killing the Keeper. He will survive with the Moonwells here for a bit. More teams coming into play as well. 70 supply. AM in trouble. Might be forced into a TP here. Colorful trying to buy himself some space by forcing that TP. Not quite getting it though. AM repositioning. It's still a hodgepodge army for Chaemiko. It seems like it's not quite perfect at all, but it might be good enough to get the win here now. More Drides are going down. Bears return though.
Keeper
Being healed up again. But the keep goes down.
Yeah, 5 and 4 now on the human heroes. Seems like Chaemiko gets the win on Concealed, which is Colorful's map. One more roar, but he burns through the stone giant. GG! And Chaemiko, big points in the lower bracket final. He is looking as hot as I've not seen him in this tournament. The best Chaemiko so far, by far.
Absolutely. 100% agree. He finally was able to shake off the shakiness, funny enough, where he was struggling against Cini, where the early game was always a bit scuffed. The water elementals got ensnared, too many peasants going down, not the right movement, and he was always playing from behind. But here, super clean early game. And it's so hard to do on Concealed. Cleaning this expo cleanly, creeping this expo cleanly is very hard to do, but he showed how to do it. Delay it, wait for nighttime, get the dust, creep before, scout properly, and come in with 8 peasants. And that was exactly the right amount. Really, really well done by Chaemiko, showing once again how well he can play this. I was worried for his matchup against Night Elf. He was looking not so solid recently, but here now, he really, really learned from his mistakes and is looking so much better right now.
For sure. In the cast, you said, overclocking, why not, dude? I did that with my computer when I was like 16 years old, and I can tell you there was no fine-tuning going on there. Everything went up in flames, so that is the reason why overclocking is not always the greatest idea in the world.
Yeah, I also have no idea about hardware. If I'm going to order my next PC, I'm going to do it like Carson. I'm going to pay 500 extra so that the technician puts it together, because I ain't got no clue about that stuff. But Chaemiko knew exactly how he had to handle that game. Really beautiful. Colorful. It seemed like he felt that early game was bad for him, so he had to double down on doing damage. Maybe that's why he went for Treants level 2. But Entangle level 2 normally is such a big boon to get against the Footman early. And Chaemiko took that gladly, knowing he didn't have to deal with Entangle 2, knew he was able to be much more active on the map. I still get very anxious when I see that Chaemiko skips the pre-adept training. Like every Entangle could be a hero kill, you know, but it works out for him so far.
Absolutely. We have the tail of the tape here. Chaemiko is about to end a great run for Colorful. Huya Finals, DreamHack Summer Finals, WGL Summer winner. But now it might be group stage elimination here. The run could end by the hands of Chaemiko. That would catapult him pretty high up in the EPT points ranking. Also give him a lot of ELO points back that he lost along the way. But okay, it's not over yet. We still have 1 or 2 maps to fight here. But yeah, if Chaemiko continues to play like he did on CH, not too worried about it. Map number 2 is Autumn Leaves. There we have it, Remo. Autumn Leaves it is, one of the 2 new maps. We got Colorful fighting for survival in the bottom left, and we got Chaemiko fighting for the playoffs in the upper right.
And I'm going to be very interested to see here now the creep routes in the early game builds. When they played on Monday, this was the deciding map that Chaemiko lost. Chaemiko went for the fast expansion, which seems to be pretty standard, and then ran across the map trying to cancel a counter expo. But Colorful didn't go for a counter expo, he just went on a peasant hunt, creeping up the natural, but not expanding, running over, killing peasants. And the thing is, after you creep the natural, you need only 1 more peasant to get level 2. So basically, you always get level 2, unless the human has unbelievable denies. So maybe the proper creep route for human here isn't to fast expand, but normally that's always a great success in this matchup for the humans. So there's still some discoveries being made here, and I'm very curious to see what the adjustments now will be.
Yeah, Colorful needs to step up his game. It wasn't all too bad. Maybe the Entangle level 2 is already the power spike at the late early game that he needs. Chaemiko yesterday tried to go for a tower push here at the natural expansion. Wonder if Colorful saw that, will adapt to that. We've also seen it by Johnny Cage versus Foggy. It becomes a little bit of a trend to use ivory towers again.
A player's forces are under
Chaemiko
attack.
has been showing that quite a bit. There's a great position to set up here, either at the orange where you can shell from Morchars, with Morchars from range, or behind that tree line towards the lab/merc camp. Alright, it's the same opening again. Chaemiko going for the instant expansion creep. And it doesn't get the water elemental ensnared, thank goodness. Against Sini, the water elemental got ensnared, so now it's tanking almost all of the damage. AM finds Mantle, very good item. I think it was an Agi-tome, not quite sure. These tomes do matter. It's a tome +2 from this camp. And we can see both heroes now almost level 2.
One water elemental, one tree, and one footman. That's all it takes. Even a peasant is enough. But yeah, at the moment, no entangle, no brilliance aura. You can stall this little bit of experience the longer. Trees and archers are coming in. This is not as many peasants as before on concealed. It's a very, very different creep spot, so you don't need to invest too much. And so far, Chaemiko is doing a good job in chipping away at the keeper, so he's forced back a little. But that bought Colorful like 7 to 10 seconds. But this expansion might be later.
Great defensive play so far by Chaemiko. He split off one footy to pressure the archer right away. He called 2 militia instantly to pressure the keeper. And he denied the peasant. Wow. The first peasant that goes down, he denies with the footy. Wow. What a sick early game by Chaemiko here.
I probably listened to yesterday's broadcast where he said you need to deny more. You can't allow your Knight of opponent to get all this experience. And oh, I see stepping this up. And this was usually always the strong suit, right? Surrounds, last hits, denies. The micro department wasn't online yesterday, but whew, scary. Mercenaries for Colorful.
One archer might be getting caught. The AM, does he see it? Oh, Shadow Melt gonna keep the archer safe. Alright, Tree of Life coming up. This is one of those big moments in the game. Chaemiko is trying for the cancel. Does he have the damage? Can the keeper keep it safe? He's got one entangle. No, he doesn't have entangle at all.
Oh,
right, he doesn't have
no.
entangle at all to deal with these footies. That must be a cancel.
That, I think so too. There's another water elemental. It can be dispelled for a bit, but the footies are coming in. Now there's entangle, but you can't stop that anymore. Don't stop him now. Chaemiko has a good time.
Oh, wow. He only lost one footman for that as well. He saved the other one. Chaemiko, I'm so glad to see this, stepping it up immensely here for his 3rd match in the tournament. Playing incredibly clean. Wonderful.
This is the Chaemiko we expected. This is the Chaemiko that can fight for championships. As he did in TED Cups, I believe.
A player's forces are under attack.
Shouldn't count Colorful out yet. Always a strong late game for Night Elves if they get some time. But Chaemiko seems to have figured out that giving time is not the thing here. Want to keep him busy, want to keep him away from level 3. And he's trying it again.
Oh,
what
wow.
is up with the humans canceling buildings left, right, and center? Might be a TP in the long run, but it is another tree cancel.
Oh my god, just barely enough damage, having exactly the right amount of footmen to do it as well.
Another footman saved to the side.
That's just a sick game by Chaemiko. He started his tech already. The Tree of Life cancelled twice. Shop coming up now at the expansion. Soon he's going to be able to heal up. AM was managing his mana and health perfectly. He got the telestaff to be safe. This is the master class of human that we love to see.
It doesn't get much better, that's for sure. Naga second, he knows I need to do damage now. I can't wait for the panda to reach his level 3. And this is of course gonna bite him in the late game. Naga is really, really not that great. And he's getting a couple of units, a couple of peasants, footmen, water elementals, maybe. But the expo is up, the tech is running. Chaemiko feels super comfortable.
First mistake by Chaemiko. He called the militia but didn't cue them shift towards his expansion, so they were just standing there for a long time. Now they're running in, but the duration is almost over already. He may have bought enough time anyways.
Colorful doesn't know that, of course, but he will see it. Now it's like, what's that? A little gift, thank you.
And this pressure is still certainly painful, but the heroes are out of mana. The backline here for Colorful is pretty low now. The thing is, he's still not expanding behind this. He's rushing tier 3 now, going for the mass archer style, it seems.
Is that the right call then? It's definitely getting him out of his comfort zone with Dryad's Bears.
Yeah, no Demon Hunter, no Bears, not the way that Colorful prefers to play, but maybe the way he has to play considering how this game has gone. This is what we saw when Infi and Lawlight were meeting at WGL, right? Where it seemed like the Mass Archer style was close to unbeatable, where it took Infi to find the answer. We saw this all the time. Keeper, Naga, Mass Archers in the end, triple hero, and Mountain Giants in the end also being added in. But MG's especially not looking that hot anymore.
And Colorful gave up on that expansion idea. Chaemiko might be a little surprised here. He checked that position. Nothing home? Nothing building? I want to cancel some stuff. But yeah, tier 2 for him is done. Defend as well, which is the most important upgrade in this matchup now.
Well, not if you ask Fortitude. But in general, pretty good, yeah. Naga also by Chaemiko to keep up the pressure now, to stay competitive in this tempo play. AM dropping low, but he's got the heal potion to use and gonna force the TP out of the Keeper. I think Chaemiko hasn't scouted the expansion yet. Nice Archer save. But now he's gonna find out. Okay, no expansion. Doesn't have to play this too fast after all.
We go into Bears now, but Adept Training finishes. No rejuve. He would love to have that already. No staff with a late shop. That's also one of Colorful's specials. And Chaemiko is just using footmen and heroes. And so far, that's enough.
Yeah, I must say, this is looking quite reminiscent of Infi. Just perfect early games and unbelievable efficiency with heroes and footies. Gonna take out the shop as well before the Orb of Venom can be purchased.
Oh no, he had the resources ready, but just a split second to click on it, which wasn't enough. Mercenaries fall in the back. Archmage never made it to 3, doesn't need that at all. And the Keeper also never 3. Unbelievable play. And, oh, can he get the Berserker?
Miko's footman control has been amazing. Between how he's splitting them, how he's blocking, how he's surrounding, how he's denying his own peasants. Absolutely amazing. Summons the Watch Elemental for the block. Oh my god. Okay, Rejuve is pretty good. But that was another nice little play for the gallery right there. And Chaemiko with a gigantic lead. Styling now. Trying to surround the Keeper. He doesn't have the TP anymore.
Yeah, those are the moments that... Oh, Naga comes in. Oh boy, Riju, how good is it really? Apparently good enough. There's no Fork Lightning. Yeah, Chaemiko is losing a couple of these footmen now, but we are past the 10-minute mark soon. It's time for them to make space for rifles, for casters. Chaemiko, very late with the Sanctums though, right?
Yeah, also no rifles yet.
Yeah, kind of forgot.
Colorful doesn't know this, but if he was to counterattack right now with 4 bears, that would be pretty scary. We have only 1 tower at the expansion. Oh, and the counterattack is coming in. Chaemiko played a wonderful game so far, but in the macro he was lacking a little bit.
Don't tell me.
1,000 gold he didn't spend.
Don't tell me he's losing the game because of this now. Almost 50 supply for Colorful. The Sim City is great. Like, it's almost impossible to attack this town hall.
He's gonna get an AM3, which he certainly needs. Oh my god. Colorful might have the comeback here. If he breaks his shop, which he does, it's gonna be open season towards these towers. Militia are needed badly.
Okay. Not yet though. Lots of peasants here at the expansion. Rifles come in. That's the army, right? 45 supply. Naga super bruised. Dead.
Naga's almost dead. The Whister coming in for the detonate.
No
the Naga
way,
goes
dude.
down. Oh no. Oh no, Chaemiko, what is happening?
What's going on with people having the best early game possible and then throwing the game? First 15 Sway, now Chaemiko.
That's a heartbreaker. We see the strength of the bears again. Double rejuve, so powerful and just good damage, good tankiness. And the human just isn't ready against this yet. Chaemiko was perhaps getting a little too cute with his movement across the map. What he needed was towers. 4 or 5 towers at the expo. 2 or 3 in the main.
Still,
But now,
I mean, he's lacking lumber now. Can't really produce much. Trying to get the shop back up, trying to get the Naga back. Oh, Naga is back actually. He's producing from all cylinders here. breakers, rifles, other casters. But this Expo isn't mining anymore. Can't believe it.
At this point, Colorful could just counter expand, and even if this push doesn't kill the opponent, he would be in a great position. Oh my god, how this game swung around. Unbelievable. The Bears once again showing how strong they are. Clarity on the AM. Chaemiko doing everything to cobble together an army again. Completely out of lumber though.
I'm befuddled. Slow trap is kicking in, maybe a couple of kills coming in here because there's no staff. Used everything on orbs. But Colorful seems like he's stepping up his micro as well, pulling back at the perfect time. At least for a while. Sometimes.
Bear's dropping really low right now. Water Elemental is providing a bit of good damage. Detonate's connecting okay. Alright, we got a game on our hands here, boys.
And Colorful did not go for this expansion. He was breaking upkeep rather than building this tree.
Staff. Moonjuice looking pretty damn good. Is it enough for all the bears? It's unclear.
It's unclear at this point.
I don't get that reference.
Like a newscaster thingy, I guess.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, rebuilding the expansion, or kind of saturating the expansion. Colorful, can you brawl with this army? Because it's still 2 base, 1 base in the end.
Yeah, he's healed up everything very well again. Once again, the strength of the new bears. They come in out with double rejuve each, and suddenly everything is full HP again. And there's no blacksmith anymore. It was destroyed before, it wasn't rebuilt.
It's only
Tough
casters.
fight right here.
Yeah, lack of damage for sure. There's not even Fort Lightning yet.
It's TP. Gonna have to TP out here in a moment, just trying to buy as much time as he can.
Maybe some time for Colorful to get items as well, but he's so broke. Invul or Heal Scroll would be great. Heal Scroll it is, while Treants are harassing. But Chaemiko cleaning this up, gets important levels 3 and 2. Finally some AoE. Wellspring coming for the night of.
And again, we go towards the expansion. Really strong army now for Colorful. Man, he must have thought this game was over already, but he's managing to find a great comeback over here. Can Chaemiko push this back once again? It's gonna be very hard to do.
So many bears, man. It's not that much supply. It's only 60, but it feels so powerful.
Yeah, it's extremely efficient supply for sure. Not many Dryads, which don't do that well in the late game, but the bears. Oh my god! Imagine a flame strike here, dude. Oh jeez.
The choke is pretty much perfect. Like, you only need a couple of breakers to wall off your casters, and the bears can't reach. They just clump up.
I can't believe that Colorful isn't counter expanding. It would be so easy now to counter expand. He wants to keep fighting. Getting rid of these water elementals pretty damn quick. A lot of experience for him. Naga almost level 4 now.
Supply is even. Levels are kinda even, but it's still tier 3 against tier 2. Without mortars, without too many rifles. It's just, I don't know. Chaemiko is throwing cotton balls here.
So Naga leveling up. Some bears starting to drop low. The breaker feedback is doing decent damage over here. Fort Lightning comes in. Not the most damage. Can he call militia? Not really. Hardly any militia to be called from the main.
He's really engaging into this position. This is ballsy, I guess, but also no items on the units anymore. Fort Lightning hits hard! Nothing to save him. This must be game for Colorful then, with the first hero down. Even though he sacrificed a lot, little 300-esque here trying to break through that choke. It's gonna drop to like below 50 probably. Oh no, decent saves, but it's called GG.
GG. Oh, that's a heartbreaker, dude.
Yep.
That is an absolute heartbreaker. That was a perfect early game by Chaemiko. And he played it aggressively so well. The only mistake was he didn't respect the bear bust enough. He didn't make rifles, importantly, quickly enough, and he didn't make towers. If he had a couple of towers at the expansion, could have looked very different. His lumber was looking okay. He could have afforded these towers, but he was so busy microing across the map, which he did very well, but didn't get ready. And that was a strategical error, I guess. With having seen that Colorful wasn't counter-expanding there for a long time, should have set up those towers and gotten ready for the big attack. But that brings us to a deciding map 3 in a tied series.
More Warcraft always better, of course. Yeah, if he produces rifles earlier, if he builds the sanctums earlier, this could all be his game right there. And we go into another break. Letting these players rest a little. It was a stressful tug of war, and then we decide who's going to follow Fly into the quarterfinal, Chaemiko or Colorful. Let's go for a decider. Chaemiko playing so good in game 1 and 2.5, but all of a sudden he forgot to build some buildings that gives him the tier 2 units and fell apart against the tier 3 power of bears. And now one map for the quarterfinal. It's Tidehunters, and Chaemiko's under pressure.
You know, I guess the universe has a way of balancing itself out, right? Yesterday, it was Cine giving Chaemiko a gift to bring us to a third map. Now it's Chaemiko giving Colorful a gift to bring us to a third map, which I guess is good news for the WarCraft fans. I just hope that Chaemiko isn't going to be mentally broken now, because it would be easy right now to fall into the mental trap of being like, oh my god, I had the quarterfinals already guaranteed, and then I messed it up. Why am I making so many stupid mistakes? What am I doing? That is not the mindset you can fall into now. You have to be like, all right, you know, I was a bit over-aggressive, didn't respect the bears enough. Stupid me, but you know, it's going to be a good map for me next. Not going to make that mistake again. I am on fire today. I just got to play it a little bit more safe, and then all is going to be good in the world.
Yeah, it feels like this won't happen. I wouldn't put Chaemiko in that category of players who crumble under this pressure. He was down yesterday and he fought back super strong. It was pretty much the same situation where he was fighting elimination in a high stake match. As we all know, EPT points here incredibly important for him. But yeah, it's once again do or die, and these mistakes can't happen again. But if he has an early game like he did on Concealed and on Autumn Leaves, the ball is still in his court. Let's decide this. Colorful in the yellow again, upper left-hand side. Chaemiko in the red, spawning on the bottom right on the beautiful Tidehunters. If Chaemiko loses this, grand finals are gone. If Colorful loses this, his streak of making it to 3 finals is gone.
And this should certainly be a fast expansion once again. We're gonna have the Keeper versus the Archmage. Seems like it's been a really long time that I've seen a Warden over in Asia. Foggy still plays her every now and then, right? Saw it against Johnny Cage. Didn't quite work. But,
well, I was about to say, how did that go?
He did get level 6, right? So he did get level 8, I think, at the end. But the doot tanks were too good. Yeah, Keeper's gonna be the play here. And question is, what are the expansion timings gonna look like? Chaemiko, can he play it as cleanly as he did before? Denying every single peasant kill in terms of experience was absolutely amazing. And if he plays as cleanly once again, he's going to be moving into the mid game in a really good position.
What would you say about another approach of going hunts by Colorful? He tried that on CH. And this rush distance here on this map isn't the craziest, so he could do some decent damage in the late early game with hunts, but of course it's a big commitment.
Yeah. Considering that the expansion here is so much easier to creep, I think Chaemiko will go for it faster, and it won't be as hard to take as a Concealed, so the hunts are going to be a little bit late to the party. However, the AM is going to have much more trouble reaching level 3, which is always going to be a problem for the Huntresses, so maybe there a window opens. But it seems like it's a big commitment, it's a big risk. If you're not going to find the damage, seems like you're not going to be in a good position. Doesn't seem like there's a need to do that, especially considering the Knight of Fear can creep the expansion so easily, like we're seeing right now. Keeper gets level 2 right away. Circlet and gloves, decent items. Footy, scouting, might be sacrificed here to an entangle, and indeed it shall. I am also creeping up the natural gloves for him, and circlet? No, double gloves. As the Wisp comes in for a detonate, Keeper picking up quite a bit of experience here.
Yeah, 2.4 already. It's a whole different game than Autumn Leaves, where the Keeper was stuck on treants forever. Now we can use Entangle, but... Oh, Chaemiko, did he miss micro or mismanage his resources? Couldn't go for the expansion right away. This was a delay for sure, and the Keeper see to punish this.
Right, he's got one set of treants, and that's kind of it. He used a lot of mana here early with a footman around. Nothing really is going to come of this. And starting to be a bit suspicious for Chaemiko, realizing, well, you're hardly committing here. You're just distracting. Why are you distracting? And the reason is, we can of course clearly see, the expansion is coming up very early. Before the tech, which is pretty rare to see for the Night Elves. But if it does come up and isn't cancelled, it can indeed be great. Keeper now finds an opening to summon the treants and do some damage.
Okay. Good focus fire. Good reposition as well, but of course right next to the keeper. That is a kill in the end. Probably 2 more mana can be used. On one entangle at least. Deny by Chaemiko is on point.
Clean denies.
Time for the expansion. On the other side, time for the tower. I think they're equaling each other out.
Which might favor the Night Elf in the end, because Night Elf is teching way faster than the human is. Chaemiko's lumber still very low over here. That peasant just barely getting away there. Keeper has to run back. It's going to take a lot of moon juice to heal him back up again, but he has quite a bit of moon juice to use here.
Imagine being that peasant, man. You walk from one town to another, somebody ambushes you, you barely survive, and then you have to go to work.
Well, hopefully he's going to have a healthy work environment that's going to help cheer him up again. Archmage creeping up a bit more. Level 3 is going to be the crucial level up here for both. Staff in from the keeper. Where's he going? Right into the middle.
I like how you see this, man. He maybe lost an arm or a leg or something, but hey, hopefully the work environment is fun. Then everything is okay. More pressure by this keeper indeed. He would love to have level 3, then get the mana back up and kill even more. He's getting closer.
Yeah. This was the first deny Chaemiko didn't get. Oh, and he called Militia to creep at the same time to get the level 3. Nice play when the tech had started, so his lumber wasn't suffering too much. Should go for a lumber mill now next, also going for a shop, and now he's got the level advantage. For a little bit at least.
What can you do with that? Certainly not canceling an expansion anymore. That one's up. That timing is gone. Tier 2 also there. Gonna be a tavern hero for Colorful. He played a Naga and he played a Panda. It's a Naga again.
The town is under siege.
And when Chaemiko sees this, once again he's going to have the option to play this very late. Don't try to push at 70. Go tier 3 and play for the ultra late game with inner fire and everything. This Night Elf hero combo isn't going to be too impressive. Oh, the AM gonna get surrounded here, possibly. It's a TP forced.
Trying to counter block with that water elemental.
Oh my God.
5!
No!
We've seen a lot of last hits arrows. This tournament could have been yet another one. But Chaemiko paying attention. He wanted to creep the same time the marketplace, went into it, took a little damage. But okay, town portal gone, this time on Chaemiko's side. Gotta be very careful now. Everything hurt, no shop, no staff, no items.
Lumber also is very low here. He's going for the lumber upgrade now. But yeah, that militia creep, that did cut into his economy a bit here. So on tier 2, what's the hero gonna be? Could be a panda. A lot of things possible. Oh my God, the AM.
Living dangerously. So are the footmen. Oh, there's more entangle coming. How do you fix this problem?
Trying to go for the tavern. Panda it is. Breath of Fire against the archers, pressuring them quite nicely. But the AM has to be so damn careful.
A player's forces are under attack.
Naga! About to be surrounded. There was no staff online yet. Could have been her end, but not able to lock it in. Okay, Chaemiko. Where is the tech buildings? He can go for rifles. There's the Sanctum. Not sleeping on it like he did on AL.
The Sanctum, normally what we expect here. Not an easy game for Chaemiko at all. That TP now being gone is very painful. Archmage movement perhaps a bit overeager earlier. This now means he's going to have to be very cautious indeed. Goes for the invul, goes for a new TP. I think that's the right choice. And here we go. More and more footies going down. Second Sanctum coming up now. And I hope this time we're going to see some demonstrate.
I'm all in for an all-out war of mass tier 2 versus nice tier 3 by Colorful. More and more footies coming down, going down. And this is the least amount of damage Chaemiko did in this series with his tier 1 units. It was way better on CH, it was way better on AL. And it's up to Colorful to play from that position now. The Panda is bringing the heat though.
Oh, can he force the heal scroll maybe? Oh my God, one hit away.
Workshop. Okay, 4 production buildings, 1,500 gold.
The moon juice. There's no moon juice for this keeper. Wait a minute.
Oh! Oh!
And there's no shop!
What?
Right, sees that heal scroll real bad. Oh, wonderful heal scroll.
All of a sudden, this game looks very different.
Alright, first 2 bears are coming out with rejuve. Oh my god, are they needed desperately.
Shop is killed again, denying the staff and denying the orb.
Players' forces are under
Footmen
attack.
all rotated out by now. And Chaemiko is a little low on lumber, can't spend all his resources, except if he goes for more items, then everything should be in balance again. Only one shop on Tidehunters, of course. Heal scroll goes to the human. Panda, naked, next breath of fire. Archmage in trouble, being attacked by the creeps. Continues to be attacked by the creeps. Riju helps this keeper out. Man, this game on a knife's edge. Next mistake is probably deciding this.
Yeah, everything here is so close. You can really see how evenly matched they are here on map 3. But it's colorful with a ton of gold. Going into shop now in the main. Also, an Ancient of Wind going to be going into those fairy dragons soon. Chaemiko still far away from his big army.
Level 2 Naga for Fork Lightning, Staff, Sentry Wards on the Keeper's side. Archmage needs healing, has a heal scroll. Panda with the invul, 50 supply
player's
only.
forces
Chaemiko
are under
continues to bank at no upkeep.
A little bit for sure. No breakers coming. Could also go for some training now. Adept training on the priest and swords. Lumber is looking okay for him. Needs levels on the panda. I think Chaemiko before in the interview said that he doesn't know if the panda is so good against the bears, right? But here he seems to think that it should work out pretty well. Dragon Hate's Bit of Fire damage can add up over time. And actually, Dragon Hate's Mischance can also be really good. Oh, but I love this choice by Colorful. And this might be the game-winning choice. Demon Hunter 3rd to counter the panda.
Yeah, there's no tier 3 by Chaemiko, so you can't counter this late Demon Hunter by a late Blood Mage by any chance. And yeah, he gets rid of the panda's mana. That takes a huge source of damage away. And I wonder if he can still win these fights against the bears without that Breath of Fire Drunken Haze combo.
I think Chaemiko needs to go tier 3 and go for that Blood Mage. I think that's the only real way to do it.
Question is, when will he find out? It's gonna be
Does
too
have a
late.
gyro he can scout with, but he hasn't spotted it yet.
Fairies for colorful. He's setting up this late game. Okay, will this gyro see it? Yes. And what's the response? Invis can work as well, so the mana burn's coming later. If you get that guaranteed 1 Breath of Fire, and maybe the guaranteed 2nd Breath of Fire with a potion. Is that enough?
Gyro taken out. We have to counter to the gyros already with the hippos coming in. Big mana potion for the panda. That is amazing.
Level 2 for the Demon Hunter, level 3 for the Demon Hunter, level 2 mana burn. The power creeping of Night Elves recently is insane.
And the items also for the demon are amazing, by the way.
Ui.
Every bit of bonus tankiness for the demon hunter is really good.
Yeah,
A player's
good luck.
forces are under attack.
Chaemiko at 76. Almost max out. He's still playing this slow. Still wants to get for this level 2 Brilliance Aura. Wants to max out on supply before, but 2 base. Oh, colorful and high upkeep now.
Losing a lot of slow on the creeps here is Chaemiko, losing a bit of mana on the Sorks. This would be a good position for him, I guess. This is a fairly narrow position where it's going to be tough for the bears. Gyros versus hippogriffs. It's always a
Players'
weird
forces are
dance
under attack.
in the late game air battle.
I wonder if Chaemiko was toying around with the idea of going 3rd base. There was a couple of peasants. Moving back now. 3, circlet, more HP. Heal scroll, heal potion, little heal potion. Panda Invis. Decent connection, but mostly to archers, not the bears.
And Chaemiko's gonna need to bring militia. And he is bringing the militia. The thing is, he's not playing against Panda, so Breath of Fire against militia, not so scary.
So many dryads. The panda doesn't do too much against that. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire on 2 bears. The gyros aren't attacking one target at a time, but the hippos are taken out. That fairy will... Oh, okay, gets healed. That was nice. Mortars and rifles need to do big damage against these druids, but it's not tier 3, no frag shards.
Air battle seems to be pretty even so far. Heal scroll used on the human side, level 3 on the Naga as well. Big mana potion, Drunken Haze, but the fire comes in, but burned right after. He tried to dodge it with the Invul potion, didn't quite work out. The Bears now in a bad position. They're getting shelled at from the mortar teams. Panda dropping low, he gets level 4. He does have the Ankh though, commits to the kill, triggers the Ankh. Supply-wise, Chaemiko in the lead by a bit. Oh, but now the Fairy Dragon is really starting to put in the damage. Demon dropping low, staffed out. More bears going down. Quite a few bears here have met their end.
Would love to have a mana potion now, but there's no shop nearby. Doesn't use any cast anymore. Hoo-hoo. That was a really wonky position with this narrow choke. Bears hate that, but there were so many Dryads still putting in the damage against Breakers, and they weren't killed too quickly by mortar teams. I wonder if that focus fire was a little off. Panda has 2 mana potions now. That's all Chaemiko needed. The mortars need to take out the Dryads, and the Bears need to be taken out by the Panda. TP out by Colorful this time.
Breakers died for that though. Great target fire by Colorful once again. And he doesn't even have multi-orbs yet. He's going to pick up the next one now in the Keeper. And then he's going to have 2. He can have 3 in the late game. This is what Allied showed for the first time. The triple orb play. And I gotta say, I feel like Chaemiko would have done better with a tier 3 play here as well. But he's staying on tier 2. Trusting in his Panda, I guess.
Second defense upgrade is coming. I love that. Gives so much armor to these Breakers. Panda not close to 5. Archmage 4.6. Keeper levels don't matter too much anymore. Demon Hunter and Naga both on 3. These fairies can wreck all the casters. Can he connect? It feels like Chaemiko doesn't have the best anti-air at all.
Yeah, he definitely needs more flying machines. When there's no Panda on the enemy side, flying machines very effective. Only has 1 so far.
And he lost quite a bit, but he's not rebuilding them.
Could add in a few more. By the way, these fights are very hard to take for Chaemiko. He has so many things he has to pay attention to. He has to kite. As always, the kiting army is the more difficult one to manage in these big fights.
6 armor now on the Breakers. It's done. No production on Chaemiko. Maybe another heal scroll. There's still 2 mana potions. 1 heal scroll, 1 invul. Inventory on the Night Elf side. Heal scroll, heal potion, town portal. And double orb is online.
This would be a great position here for Chaemiko. In this choke, he's trying to pull the bears into it. We don't have that many bears to begin with though, which seems to be a smart adjustment against this Panda.
It's a lot more fairies and hippos and especially Dryads. Imagine these fights with frag shards.
Yes. And Chaemiko could still afford it now. Right now, he could take tier 3. But at this point, I guess it's pretty late.
This Panda it's really not that effective because it doesn't really hit the fairies. Does less damage against archers. Does no damage against Dryads. Heroes just soak this up.
Boy, the next heal scroll goes to the Naga. That's huge.
Can't connect for slow or anything. Yo. That is almost 2 minutes without an additional heal scroll on the map.
Tier 3 now starting for Chaemiko.
So late.
More than 2 minutes. He's gonna have to wait for that to finish, and then 1.5 minutes for master training.
We gotta say, Colorful is in high upkeep for a long time. That's a lot of gold that he spends extra just to have a bigger army than his opponent. Could kill off the 3 archers. He doesn't have marksmanship, so I guess that would be a decent idea. But maybe it's all about the next fight. Okay, he's going up to 90.
Scary army. And I should be using Breath against the Hippogriffs here, I think. They're starting to come in for the Creep Jack. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. Great position for Chaemiko here, but Fairy Dragon is still doing huge damage.
The army is all over the place for Chaemiko, taking out 1 fairy now, but the Hippos reign supreme. The Dryads are almost untouched. Now he's repositioning with them. Demon Hunter in trouble, has the big heal potion, got it. Panda has to wait for more mana. Invo potion to not getting burned to the ground. Level 4 on the demon taking way more damage now. Two bears hurt, two very healthy. Chaemiko 10 supply down, but he started this fight with 10 supply deficit. Take out another bear, level 5 here. Can he do it? Losing a couple of units as well. The breaker wall is gone. And the mortars, they have to carry this now, but they're not attacking the dryads.
Hunter with a big healing potion. Wonderful find here for him. Panda dropping low, being cast invis. Gonna TP out here out of this fight. One dryad gonna go down there towards the end. And that was a pretty even exchange overall. Looking at Chaemiko's resources, 2k gold almost, and he bought a lot of time for the tier 3 to almost be finished.
That was a 15, 18 supply about to drop for Chaemiko. Perfect timing for the pull-out TP. And that was not the case for Colorful. He started with a 10 supply lead. Was at 90 for exactly that. It was a good position in general with not having to be to fight into a choke. But Chaemiko did it, and now he got the lead. He got the tier 3. How much extra time can he stall? Inner Fire, Invis, Frag Shards, third hero. So many upgrades coming for the human.
Mage, yeah, I love to see this. Although he is certainly going to be a bit under-leveled here for quite some time. Demon Hunter level 4. Keeper about to be 5, although his impact is questionable.
Player's forces
Still have the red camp available. Chaemiko up at 80. Not going for those master trainings yet. Seems like a bit of an oversight.
They do take quite some time. He's just waiting for frag shards, I guess. Phew, if he kills all these dryads, that is probably a tome of power.
Where are those trainings, Chaemiko? Master training for the priest finally starting. Could also go for Sorceress Master. I mean, just for the stats. Not sure that Polymorph is going to be too effective, but it's not expensive.
It's only 3 dryads anymore. They have to dispel Inner Fire, I guess. Water elementals. This could work to a degree if you have mana anyway. Heal scroll, 18 seconds.
Is he going to pop the dust? The Invis Panda walking around right here.
I think he doesn't have to. 10 seconds.
He's trying to commit with the cooldown of the scroll. Really cool. Fairies are flying in, but the fairies are too far away. Way too far away. What are they doing?
They're not doing anything.
In the wrong position.
Exactly. Heal scroll goes too colorful, but will that save him? Level 5 Panda is causing pandemonium indeed. Demon Hunter versus Blood Mage. The mana battle has begun. And the kiting game is on again.
Blood Mage is, of course, super squishy. Could easily die. Big Fog Lightning coming in. No heal scroll for Chaemiko. Would love to have one, but can't use it. But now the fairy's in a better position. Chaemiko has to run away from the fairies.
Mana burn on the Panda. There's no mana potion anymore. Are we closing into an ultimate? Not really. Level 3 water elementals big, but the mortars are exposed. Breath of Fire hits again, but it's not getting the big heals. And that was the value on the heal scroll. Oh, TP again. Panda. Save for the Invis. Wow, sick fight by Colorful.
Heal Scroll's winning that one for him. Without the Heal Scrolls, he would have been boned. The positioning at the shop here is so crucial in this late game. Chaemiko, though, he fought this without Inner Fire yet.
Kiwikaki
the mains,
timings.
by the way, about to expire. What a sick game. Great series here between the two. Colorful gets the next heal scroll. No, it's still on cooldown for 45 seconds. And that means Chaemiko might be able to take position now in the middle and camp for that next heal scroll.
Main expired for Colorful. 500 gold still left for Chaemiko. The pressure on the human is so intense now. I really, really like the Blood Mage. You called it from like minute 13 on, I guess.
Yeah,
and
it really seems like once there's no Panda on the Night Elf side, you can just take it way later.
Yeah.
I talked about that yesterday with Todd, I remember. And Todd told me, you're trying to go late game against Night Elf XD.
Oh, the bottle shot! The Dryads might be in a world of trouble, but nice dancing now. Can the bear front line hold against the breakers who have to give this up? The fairy dragons! Oh, look at this! Heal scroll was absolutely amazing. So was the Panda, has a mana potion, can do it. But Chaemiko pulls back. Whoa, the fairies rain terror over the casters.
And the fairies are the big problem here. Maybe it's time to go into more rifles. Panda on the front line, Breath of Fire. The bears, all about to die. The caster's also about to die. Oh my god, Neil. Everything here is complete chaos, complete pandemonium. Siphon over on the Panda. He has one more breath available. Demon Hunter must have been staffed out, not part of this fight anymore. AM now taking out the fairies. The bottom in this late game against the fairies, great. Level 6.
Chaemiko.
Now we have the ultimate.
Chaemiko, 30 supply lead now. What's left in store for Colorful? Archmage, yeah, you said it. Ultimate mass teleport in a situation like this. A game-winning ultimate. He can just jump onto expansion with mortar teams and kill it. Especially the Panda, then Breath of Fire supports this so well.
Man, what a tough game for Chaemiko, but what a great performance as well. Remember, he almost 2-0'd this series and then he found himself in a very tough spot. But now, he's just so efficient with his resources. He's microing like a god, he's not losing much, and he's got a lot of gold still banked left over with which he can now expand. But the Tree of Eternity can expand for free. Took him a while to get here without Nature's Blessing, but the army now for Colorful is just so tiny.
That means, of course, if he staffs something, it will not end up next to the Moonwells. That's the downside late game of that tree reposition. Chaemiko is expanding. Colorful knows. Was scouting with hippos and fairies. Knights are coming in as well. Okay, again, fairies into the casters. Mortals seem untouched for now. The supply gap is huge. Can Colorful still somehow do it?
The WGL champion might be getting eliminated here in DreamHack. It looks like it. Last-ditch effort. He's bringing in the Whisper. They're getting breath by the Panda, who's almost level 6 now. The Archmage got it before already. Mana Burn comes in, though. He's out of mana for now, but he doesn't need the mana anymore. Demon in trouble. Staff. Last second.
Yeah.
But he can't heal down there.
Exactly. He's in the bottom left. He's so out of this fight and continues the siege as Chaemiko with 3 mortars. Say bye-bye to your lores. Say bye-bye to your production. And say bye-bye to DreamHack.
I think it is. Chaemiko now cleaning this one up. Has that mass teleport to get out if he needs to, but it doesn't seem like he needs to. The damage so high now between the Panda and the mortar teams and a couple of shots here and there from elementals and rifles. The macro here by Chaemiko is so sick, just building the perfect army every step of the way. And the triple hero, the triple orb, not going to be good enough for Colorful.
That tier 3 is just destroying the Night Elf at this point in the game. Almost 3 times the supply for the human. It's just hopeless. Colorful doesn't see that yet, or at least it's not admitting it yet. But we got Earth, Storm, and Fire online. We got the level 3 Blood Mage online. And this is the last slither of hope for Colorful. What can he possibly do with this Tri-Hero combo? That's everything he got.
Taking on the Tree of Eternity. This is going to be another nail in the coffin. The expansion has finished. The second one here for Chaemiko. First Knight says hello. Taking a lot of damage right away. Man, that triple orb can certainly not be underestimated. But the army just way bigger, way superior. 20 supply left. Basically only heroes for Colorful.
4 times the supply for Chaemiko soon. Okay, Earth, Storm, and Fire. Demon Hunter staffed again to the north. Here's the Cyclone, and that is at least the TP, if not the end of this game. What a series by Chaemiko. From heaven to hell and back.
Cyclone that Naga as well if he wants. He wants to finish it in style. There's no staff to save her. Naga goes down, and that's it. GG. Chaemiko gets the win here, eliminates the WGL champion.